Hello, my name is Trevor Cronin and I'm an audiologist with Audiology Medical Services. Today's video we're going to talk a little bit about filters. So there's many different types of filters, okay, and the sole purpose of a filter is to protect the speaker from wax and debris getting into the hearing aid, which basically stops the hearing aid from working as efficiently as it should do. So there's loads of different types of filters. These are just a selection of some of the ones that we have. I'm going to focus more so on these two because they're the most common ones that we use. So these two hearing aids use that filter and this hearing aid uses that filter. So this little white ring here, that's the filter, that's the wax guard or the filter. That is designed so it'll allow sound out into the ear and to try and stop wax from getting in and blocking the sound. So when I need to these filters need to be changed 6 weeks roughly. And when we need to change it, we need to use this packet. So we open up the packet and we have preloaded sticks that have a new filter on the end. Now the top side is threaded so it'll pick out the old one. So what we need to do, nice and simple, keep it nice and straight, so and use your fingers for leverage also. So push the stick in, twist it a quarter turn clockwise, no more than half a turn, and pull out. So now we have no filter in the hearing aid. We flip the stick around, push in the new one, just wiggle the stick a small bit and the filter will stay in. So that's this one done. Okay. Now this one has the same filter, but it's got a dome in the way. Now we need to take the dome off first. Now this dome needs to be cleaned also. So using a little brush, we can kind of wipe the top of it to get any bits of debris, or we can take a tissue, kitchen towel will do, and I'm going to grip the dome. You can't see it. I'm going to grip the dome and pull off like that. Now, I use the tissue to grip the dome because you're less likely to tear the dome when you're pulling it off. And also, when you squeeze it in the tissue paper, wax and debris will come onto the tissue paper. And then we have our filter. We'll change it the very same way. Okay. So again, we get our preloaded stick, line up our fingers, push in nice and straight, quarter turn clockwise, pull out, flip the stick around, push in the fresh one. Now we need to be careful when we're putting our dome back that it goes on as securely as possible. So you find the gap that it goes in, push it in and give a couple of presses on the top. Okay, it's very, very important that this stays on, otherwise it risks coming off. Now, these are a newer type filter system. It's very similar to this guy, but we change it a different way. So again, we have a dome covering the top, so we need to take this off. Again, I get my tissue, pull the dome away like so, and we see the filter, which looks slightly different than the previous. Now, this system uses this disc, so you push the disc aside. Now, we see a number 1 and number 2. Now, number 1 is the bin where the old one gets removed, and the number 2 is the preloaded fresh one. So, what we need to do is again stay nice and straight, push the speaker in like that, and wiggle it off. So that takes the old used filter, and there's none here. So then what we need to do is push it into the new filter. So we push in like so, wait till you hear the click and pull out. Now we see there's no filter there and the filter is in here. So again, we need to be very careful when we're putting our dome back on. So again, we line it up, push it on, and again, give a couple of presses with your finger to make sure it's on as securely as possible. Now, we are aware that there are other filters, so if your hearing aid doesn't look like either of those two, you may well use that type of system, or other systems that are available. Please contact us if that is the case, or you need any further assistance changing the filters on our free phone number 1-800-501-501. Thank you for listening.